Hi there, and thanks for tuning in to the second edition of your Wheel and Anchor weekly newsletter for 2022. As you might be able to tell, I have managed to escape the wintry weather in Canada and made my way all the way back here to sunny and tropical Thailand. And I can say, actually, it was quite a smooth journey. A number of people asked me, what's it like to travel in the midst of everything that's going on? And I left Toronto and took the long way around this time, passing through Frankfurt as I made my way to Bangkok. And by and large, there's a lot of people traveling. I saw a lot of people in the airports in Toronto and in Frankfurt. The flights were almost full, but thankfully we didn't have any Sunwing party events happening on any of those flights. People were quite respectful, and with the rigorous restrictions that are in place and the rules that are imposed by the airlines, the airports, and of course the countries, I felt quite safe and confident through my journey back here to Thailand. But it brings me to the point, there's obviously a lot going on in the world right now. The headlines speak for themselves, and I've received a number of messages and Facebook posts and emails from members who are quite frustrated and angry about the situation, and in some cases sort of questioning our decision on what we're doing. And I really want to let everyone know that I completely get where you're at. I understand the anxiety, the frustration. We've been stuck at home for so long. We're all set to look forward to travel, and yet there seems to be other setbacks in the way. So it's important for me to understand that I take it very much to heart, and the decisions that we are faced with are not easy ones at all, because let's face it, and I'm talking specifically about the trips that we have scheduled for the next few months, our live away programs and those in the spring. Our members by and large have said they want to go unless we can't, or unless there is some reason that prevents us from going on the trip. And so far that's not the case, and as a result, our plans as of this moment are to continue on in spite of Omicron and all of the news. But of course, anything can happen, and it's really a tough call. And I think that the thing that I most want to get across to our members is that we are doing our very best to balance between your interests and our contractual obligations. We can't run these trips without signing contracts, making payments, deposit to hotels, and all of our other partners in order for these things to actually happen. So, I definitely feel like we're caught a little bit between a rock and a hard place here. And at the end of the day, I hope that you will take it to heart that we do have your best interests in mind when we're making decisions. And but the other thing I want to point out, and I said this in our Outlook on Travel webinar back in December, ultimately you need to feel comfortable about your decision to travel. There is no point, whether you're traveling with us or whether you're traveling on some other trip, there's no point giving yourself additional stress and anxiety. What happens if this and what happens if that? Travel is risky at the best of times, and obviously current circumstances may mean that it's even more so. But the decision rests with you. And if the results and reading the media means that you feel no longer feel comfortable about going, then give us a call, drop us a note. We're going to do the best we can, irrespective of what it says in our terms and conditions. The whole point, and I've stressed this before, is we're not here to take your money. We're here to deliver you a great travel experience, and at the same time, as I say, balance between the obligations that we have and as I say, ensuring that our members' interests are looked after to the best extent possible. So again, I can't say enough. We are doing our very best to look after you, to look after your interests, but you have to make the decision if you want to go or not. And only if our hand is forced such that we can't deliver the trip that we envision, anticipate, and have sold you on, then we'll cancel the trip. And that's still possible. Anything's possible at this point. So I appreciate your indulgence. And again, I can't say enough how much I feel for all of you, and the stress and anxiety that all of this is causing. So stay tuned for some additional updates on all of our trips. Things are changing at a rapid pace. Airlines are changing schedules. There's so much going on. It's really hard to keep up with. We were blessed to have a little bit of time off, but we're back in the roller coaster ride. I will come back to you next week with further updates and our next webinar, which will be on the 20th of January. The topic is yet to be announced, but stay tuned to our newsletter and we will keep you posted. And in the meantime, stay positive. We will get through this. This is going to end. I promise you that. So on that note, I say I'm signing off from here in Bangkok, Thailand. I've got to go and look after the dog. And we'll catch you next week.